Hi everyone, I'm Schack from Belgium, and this is my personal ProMark stick. A 5B with my name on it. But it's not just a 5B, because with ProMark, they know that all drum playing starts with drumsticks in your hands. And you need to have choices. My preferred size is 5B. So let's say your preferred size is 7A or maybe 5A. With me it's 5B, because it's my kind of playing. It feels great. But with ProMark, I have more choices in 5Bs. Here they are. This, for instance, with the yellow pack, the black one with the yellow cardboard, a natural hickory one with the white one, and a gray one with the white one. But you know what? These are all 5Bs. So what's the difference? Well, let's start with this one. This is the 5B Rebound. And the Rebound, it means actually that the balance of the stick is not really in front, but more in the back of the stick. So it will give you a nice grip, but a lighter weight in front of the stick, in the front part of the stick. So it sounds something like this. For me, this is like a lighter 5B. If you compare it to the, for instance, to this one, the 5B forward, natural hickory, there's more weight in front of the stick. The tip is also a little bit different. And it gives me another sound on this tactile pad. It's a little bit thicker. Let's compare it again. The Rebound one. You hear the difference. There's less low end in the attack. And the forward one. More low end in the attack. So imagine the same effect on the toms, okay? So that's why I choose to have, because I really like a bigger tom sound, I choose to have 5B forwards. It also makes a difference on the hi-hat. But as you can see, the finish is totally identical, but the weight is different. The grip is the same. But due to the weight, it also feels a little bit different. It's difficult to explain, you just need to test it. And how do you test sticks? Well, you can do specific grooves to test your sticks. I can also test, for instance, the grain ones. These are grains with the Rebound feel. And these are, for instance, the black ones with the active grip, also with my name on it, Rebound feel, but they actually feel, due to the fact that they have a special coating, they do feel a little bit heavier than the normal Rebounds, the hickory ones. And they also sound a little bit different. So this is a good way to test the sticks in your hands. But the most important thing, of course, is playing. So let's do this. I'm gonna go for the forward 5B, okay? I'm gonna put the Rebound right there. And as you can see, yellow cardboard means rebounds, white cardboard means forwards. So let's try this with the beat. This is how I test my sticks. 16th notes on the hi-hat and just a very simple beat. And as you can see, no snares. As you can hear, no snares on the snare drum, because I can then really listen to the low end coming out of the snare, which I have more with the forward sticks than with the Rebounds. Now let's do this with the Rebounds, I mean. It will sound a little bit different in my in-ears. More weight in the back of the stick, less weight in front. So this also means the toms have a little bit less low end when you tap them. My preferred ones does make a difference. So with music, natural hickory. But then, what about playing the same groove with the grains? This grain finish does give it a little bit more weight, and it feels a little bit different. It feels a little bit more heavy. So it will bring me another feel. Difficult choice, but I'm still gonna go for the hickories. Now, these active grip ones, also, they are rebound, so a little bit less weight in the front of the stick, more in the back. So they feel a little bit lighter, but due to the coating, they also feel a little bit thicker. So this means that the stick will dance a little bit different in your hands. And you know what? But I notice immediately that it feels a little bit too light when I go to the bell sound. My preferred size within the 5B family is definitely the forward 5B hickory for this drum set. And I have also very good news. Once you select a drumstick like this, you will be able to also use it on a smaller drum set, or for instance on your acoustic drum set and your electronic drum set, because for electronic drumming you should not change your sticks. There's no reason to. Now, another thing I really do when I test stick sizes is ghost notes on the snare. And I have a very simple exercise to test your sticks this way. That's also why I like the forwards a lot, because the ghost notes will be a little bit louder. They will maybe be 1 dB, 1.5 dB louder with the same movement as with the rebounds. Then you know that not only your right hand feels great, but also your left hand. So let me show you this beat with the grains. For me, it will feel a little bit different. And now with the forwards hickory. And this, for me, feels a little bit more fluid because my hands are used to my preferred 5B type, the hickory forwards. But ProMark gives you the choice. They actually don't have to develop a personal Michael Schack stick, because I can just choose my perfect one from the general offer, from the general catalog of 5B ProMark sticks. It's fast. Dankjewel! Thank you.